Hello, brothers and sisters. I'm Blue Phoenix. I'm with Negative Light and Star Strikes, and we're reacting to the third mob.
Bonjour. And I had so I did have two comments to make really fast about this, and I'm gonna adjust this on my screen so it's big. So with every mob vote, I've noticed that there's typically one mob that I think Mojang really wants in the game, but aren't 100% confident that the community would like it. So they kind of want to also have it be something where if the community, if it's not as great of a mob, they can still say it was y'all's choice, kind of thing. It's not necessarily to say it's a fallback. It's just an idea that they want to give to us. And that's what I think this mob is. We do know it's the Copper Golem based on the title here.
And the
I
little
do not.
guy in the picture.
I don't think that that's the actual golem.
Seems
doubt
rather
it.
small to be a golem.
I know.
And
Then again, it could be a craftable. How about we watch the video?
Yeah.
And then talk about it.
Tiny Jens, I'm down here.
Where are we?
I don't know, but look at this
It's gotta
lovely
be dead.
copper.
Is that a copper golem?
Yes, it must be old, or a time they freeze into statues.
Let's build our own copper golem. Maybe it can help us.
Okay, craftable.
This one has a lot of life in it.
Wait just a
We're
second.
saved!
The copper golem is a mob that you, the player, can build yourself. It oxidizes over time and loves to randomly press copper buttons. So, they would be added to the game as well.
Will they make it to the show on time?
That makes sense.
Did they save any cookies for Tiny Boo? Do you want the Copper Golem to join Minecraft? Tune
it's a
into Minecraft
randomizer?
Live on October 16th
Whoa, wait.
to cast your vote and change Minecraft forever.
All right.
Okay.
May I make one comment before you guys do?
Yes.
Sure.
My comment is, you guys know the Minecraft command programming classes, the little free programming thing.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
it's the guy from that!
It's not
That's the
because
same
that's a
model.
redstone golem. He is there, but this is like him, but retextured
Yeah.
with a thing on top of his head.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I hope that they can make the oxidization something where, like, for instance, maybe with the iron golem, you have to give it, like, copper ingots, which are farmable, so that's kind of, I would say, reasonable.
By the sound of it, it sounds like after a certain amount of time, he'll start arsonizing, and if he goes full through it, you can't use him unless you unwax him.
I mean, he becomes a statue. There's got to be something, about that. So...
Also, they hinted more on the background of, like, an ancient civilization left behind.
So, sounds like a dungeon update.
Yes.
Yeah, I definitely think based off of this that there's probably a dungeon update that could involve some redstone mechanics, possibly
New and
these
old
copper
kingdoms.
buttons.
Dungeons and allies.
Dungeon.
See, my
Or
only
the old and the
problem.
new. It's just the old and the new.
No,
Or
no.
is
Here's the thing, is that they love alliteration and rhyming, village and pillage, caves and cliffs, something that rolls off the tongue. So those are not good
No.
names.
But it seems like it's something involving with old, the stuff you could find in the past, and then stuff you can make for the future.
Past and present? That doesn't...
No,
Eh.
that's it.
Yeah.
But we're getting off topic. The
Yeah.
copper
So-
column.
So, Star Strikes, what are your thoughts of its utility with Redstone? Because I want to see your thoughts before I say mine.
Well, on one hand, I'm like, oh boy, a randomizer. And on the other hand, I'm like, we already have about 1 million different ways to build randomizers. How is this one going to be any different? Is it going to be more compact? Is it going to give slightly different type of speed, or what?
That's true.
He,
We've already got 1 million different types of randomizers.
hey, also, if you think about what we talked about the last guy, with him going off and opening a chest and grabbing items as a trigger, he's like a trigger now.
Well, and here's the thing, too. You can literally make that mob be something that goes and presses buttons for you. you just release him in a maze with copper buttons in it, and then you have it where he can activate sequence arguments or something else like that. So I could see this as an incredibly useful mob. I would like to see how it's
Also
developed.
adding new buttons too.
Yes, adding new buttons, which, if they're gonna do it, I hope they make like a pulse button. And I mean more like the observer type pulses. You know what I'm saying? Star Strikes. That one tick pulse.
Yeah. You mean okay, a one tick button.
Yeah, like a one tick button. I
would like that.
I think that kind of fits with the idea of it.
It would make T flip flops so much more compact.
Oh my gosh, yes, it would. Because currently you have to add the pulse converters. Yeah. Okay.
They're not too oversized as they are. Ever since observers got added, they've been really easy to shape however you need. But this would just make it like another 2 blocks smaller.
Yes. The other thing would be the fact that these things are statues. These things become statues, so that means, technically speaking...
Builders!
Heck! Okay. If they're done right, they could be used like armor stands are, where like they have the same positioning system, which I would love, personally. And then what happens is the people at like Vanilla Tweaks or something can easily update the armor stand book to work with these guys, and now you have a new type of armor stand. Which, I do want to comment, they made sure the bee suit stayed here.
Yes.
And the flashlight. So, those are 2 things that were on their mind to absolutely make sure were in the videos.
Yeah.
So,
Also, think about it. The robot turned on. They said this is ancient, and then the robot goes turn on some redstone stuff. So, is there going to be structures with redstone lighting and powering and fancy doors now?
Yeah, this seems to be the way the new dungeons are.
Yeah.
Now I gotta wonder how, because like because I've been wanting redstone naturally spawning structures for a while now. We've had it limited to jungle temples and iron doors in the woodland mansions, and that's it. Oh yeah, and also the pyramids, but that's all really basic, really lame redstone.
Yeah. And also, I've been kind of going through Twitter to see any people's theories or any statements from the Minecraft devs. They're actually being fairly silent. Dream hasn't put out a tweet about this yet.
Woo!
Which is good. I think the only joke I've heard so far is King B-Dobs, who's a Minecraft dev, saying that I'm going to dream the rig vote. Because, yeah. Please dream, don't rig this. But
I'm looking at this background. The background with the lighting almost looks like the Iron Golem himself.
You mean the little statue-like thing, or?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, yes, I see it. Look.
Yeah, I can see it too, kind of.
The antenna. That's interesting. Oh,
yeah.
This could be a new type of temple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you can find these things oxidized, which means if they're oxidized, you can deoxidize them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so what happens is you find them in the temple, you deoxidize them, they press random buttons, and then they open a pathway for you.
Yes. So that's just cool for adventurers, because if he is in a place where you can find him and then you activate him and he opens you a new adventure, that's cool for adventurers. For builders, if he turns into like a statue, then he's great decorations, because you always need more decorations.
And then, now mind you, I think the fighters will require...
No, he would work for fighters. If you set him up, he can do your booby traps for you.
Yeah,
or
well,
he can open the
yeah,
tripwires and activate all the traps so you don't get blown up.
Yeah, imagine if you've built like a redstone defense base, like where you normally what you would do is you would pull a bunch of levers and buttons to activate traps and weapons to keep people out of a certain location. What if you saw somebody coming and you're the only guy in there, you can't manage all the weapons, so you activate these guys to go around and press buttons for you.
Yeah. So there was
like a place you want protected, and you make sure it's chunk loaded, so when you're gone you have him set up, and when the chunk is loaded, when somebody comes in, he'll activate.
Yeah, and he's just randomly pressing buttons. I mean, number one, obviously...
I'm not done, I'm sorry.
Good.
Also, you could bring him along on your adventures, and then you want to figure out where all the triggers for the traps are. He's going to find those buttons.
Yeah, mind you, it's only copper buttons that he's going to activate
but people
towards.
might use them, and that could...
Yes. I definitely think that this mob, okay, out of the 3 so far, this mob has, I think, the most potential. Fighters can use it, Redstoners can use it, Builders can use it, and Adventurers
I
can
want
use
to add one more thing. He has a lightning rod on his head. Does he extract
Yeah.
lightning?
I don't know, but there
he's made
is
of
a
copper.
theory I did see that the way to build these guys, like you would with other mobs, is you basically would take and put like a copper block and then a lightning rod on top, and that would make us, and then that would make
He would
him.
be the first mob to build on a crafting table.
I would like him to be a crafting table mob personally.
I never considered mobs being on a crafting table because all the other ones have to be either built or naturally spawned somehow,
Also,
or thrown out of an egg.
Say a thing, there's a lot more lore with this guy as well than the other 2.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And something that Mojang has, and I think they've even hired someone intentionally, they're focusing on lore. That's the whole point of the archaeology stuff. That's possibly the, oh my gosh, lore and more.
There we
Ooh.
go! And that would work with the archaeology and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank MatPat for that. I'm sure it's like he started putting out his videos and suddenly Mojang is like, oh, we should really lean into this.
Yes.
Well, it's popular.
So, I think that we've kind of analyzed this one
Yes.
pretty well. So I guess we'll start with, Star Strikes. 1 out of 10.
I'm gonna give it an 8. Because I think that if done right, this could be like a massive plus for the game. But if it really is nothing more than pressing random buttons, it's gonna become kind of boring. Although it will be nice for builders.
I personally would say a 10 because of it's got the most utility. It likely offers the chance for lore. Overall, I think it'll be one of the most interesting. I think it's the most interesting mob currently. What about you, Blue?
I'm going to give it a 9. It still has a chance to disappoint, like all mobs do. But it's right now the one that sounds like it has opportunity for most of the groups.
Yeah.
Now, there is something that I think that we should ask. When the Phantom was announced, it was given this fantastic presentation. Everybody loved the idea. It sounded so cool, and it ended up being the worst mob in the game. Now, what are the potential downsides to having the Copper Golem in the game?
Well,
He gets in your way. He also dies in a really bad spot, and he's in your way.
Yeah. If you have a redstone system that's dependent on a golem, you're going to have a copper farm. Guaranteed.
Might also want to be careful with how you organize your buttons.
You're going to have a copper farm in the way.
True. So, see, this is one of those mobs I think it'll be hard to see its negatives.
If you look at all the other ones, they also all could have negatives. They're all in this area.
Yeah, I think the weakest thing that all 3 mobs have in common is AI.
Yeah.
Mojang has very poor pathfinding AI and stuff, and they have been working to improve that consistently over the last few updates. So maybe this is kind of their excuse too, because all 3 mobs in the mob vote will require a massive update to the pathfinding algorithms.
So now, I think we have said all we can, so just vote for which ones we like, and then you guys vote for which ones you want, the viewers.
Yeah, I think that we should leave with maybe who we would vote for out of the 3. As a note, vote for who you think is best.
Yeah.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. I think, to no one's chagrin, that's probably not the right word. I would vote for the Copper Golem on Saturday.
Star Strikes.
Copper Golem, because the array is just too much of a wild card.
I'm gonna go with Copper Golem too. I already
Okay.
know what my second one will be. As well.
Yeah. So
And I'm gonna say this, you guys comment below on our videos to tell us what you're gonna vote for.
yeah, and maybe give us a little bit of a
Give us
why.
a little
Yeah.
why.
Yeah.
Also, if there's something in the backgrounds that we've missed, point it out.
Oh yes.
Please. We're blind.
Yes, we also noticed something in the first video.
Which one? What do we miss?
The one without showing the mob.
Oh, that one. Yeah, we'll make something.
Yes.
We might have something special coming out on Saturday involving that. So make sure to tune in and subscribe to our channels. Star Strikes, how about you take us out today?
Potato, you should subscribe. Go press the subscribe button and click it away. Smash it and click the like. A potato.